Hey guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room. So someone asked for a light purple bowl in this shape. So that's what we're going to make today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this craft glitter. It is a lavender purple, so it's a light purple. And then I have these Marabou alcohol inks. This is neon violet. And this one is purple lilac. But for the center, I'm going to do this metallic iris. I think it will look really pretty. And then for the white, of course, bloom paste. Best blooms with this. I have mixed up 8 ounces of resin, 1-to-1 resin. So I'm going to measure out 15. First, let me show you the temp. You want it 33 to 36 degrees Celsius. And it is 32.3, 90.1 Fahrenheit. I'm going to go ahead and do the purple before it gets temp, because by the time I do, it'll be up there. So I'm going to take 15 grams. This is going to be for my my glitter around the edge. Okay. I'm going to move that out of the way for the moment. Now let's get this glitter open. Maybe. These things are always so hard to open up. I don't know if I can get that off or not. Let's see if I can just pop that paper this way. I just need it to where I can get some of that out. Here we go. Now let's just pour a little of that down in there. Okay. Get this glitter mixed up. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And this will spread throughout the piece. Okay. Just going to go around the edge and pour this glitter. I'll take my stick and push it all up, because you know I'm not the steadiest of hands. Come on, glitter. Okay, let's see if I can scrape out the rest of that. Here we go. Almost. And I just dropped it. I'm such a klutz. All right. Throw that away. Now let me push this glitter down into each of these little holes here. I want it all the way to the edge. This is why I get the glitter out before it reaches completely to the temp, because I know it's going to continue to heat up, because I'm not going to have time quite yet to get to it. Okay. Just go all the way around and make sure it's touching the edge everywhere. Don't want any little holes left. A little bit difficult to get some of those little areas. I see a little hole there. All right, guys, I think I got it. Now let me get me a baby wipe here. Where I touched it out there. There we go. Now, what temp are we? Always stir first because the temp on the top is not going to be the same as the bottom. We are 38.2. That's why I do the glitter early. I'm going to measure out 20 grams for my white. It's not going to take the whole 20, but I want a little extra because I don't want to run out. It's better to have too much than not enough. Now, when I dump this, it's going to start cooling down a little bit. So I'm just going to slowly pour this in here. Because it's going to start pulling that glitter out. Okay. There we go. Fill your mold about halfway. Because if you don't, then the bowl's going to be too thick. All right. Now, let's drop some inks. 1, 2. I'm going to do 2 of the metallic in the center. Shake this marabou up. This is the purple lilac. These marabou colors are not very dark. They're not very bright. They are light. We don't really need any more than that, but I am going to put a little bit of this neon violet. Just because I want to add just a little extra color there. I just don't want it all to be the same. And you can see how light that is. Now, bloom paste. We have 20 grams. We're going to open this halfway. Keep this stored upside down. Let it bubble to the end. And then it will drop. Bubble to the end. And drop. 2 drops is all you need. It's 1 drop per 10 grams is how you do the bloom paste. And you want this to look like skim milk. This is going to be a really pretty bowl. Get all of your white off your stick so it's not streaky. And make sure it's mixed up very well. Okay. And you can see this looks like skim milk. You can still see through it. It's very light. And that's what you want. Now, need a paper towel. What time those bubbles are coming to the top in that paste. I'll fold this in half. Okay, now let's just swirl this color a little. I think it's going to look prettier if I just swirl it. I'm not going to swirl the center because I'm going to swirl the center when I put the white in. Okay. Clean this stick off. Get my paper towel, pinchy cup, paper towel under the lip. Now let's go in with our white. Okay. I'm going to caught my drip. I really don't want that one. Let's do this one. I'm going to go in at each corner. And then I'm going to pull out. Okay. Now the center, I like a little bit smaller one than that. Let me see if I can find my smaller one. Here we go. I like this little one. Start in the center and I spiral out. And then I spiral back in. All right, guys. It's already blooming. This is going to be really pretty. We'll let that cure up enough to where it will pull away from the edges. And I'll be able to bend it and shape it into a bowl. So I'll see you guys back when it's time for that. Bye for now. All right, guys. So this is cured to where it's pulling apart. It's still soft. So I think we can go ahead and shape it into a bowl. It's been probably about 6.5 hours since I first made this. Every resin is different. I start at 4 hours and start checking, and then just check every 30 minutes. Oh, that turned out really pretty. I really like that. All right, let's see if we can get this down in here. And I'm just pressing it down. I think I need to go up just a little on that end over there. I went too much. A little bit here. Too much. I think it needs to come just a little this way. Okay, I think that's got it. Just pressing it. Get it to stay down in there. I'm going to do each little petal on its own to try to get it to kind of form against the bowl there. All right, guys, I think we got it. We're going to let that cure up, and then we'll come back and demold it once it's completely cured. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, guys, so our bowl is cured. I went ahead and demolded the butterfly, and you can see a little bit of that shimmer in there. I have to, there we go. All right, now let's see how our bowl turned out. That popped loose very easy, didn't it? Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's such a pretty bowl. All right, guys, I'll see you back for the next video. Bye.